It's been several years since the L Letters case shook everyone to their very core. In a single day, some of the city's most powerful and corrupt figures found themselves laid low, losing their freedom, their futures, and, in some cases, their lives. The mysterious mastermind known only as L still inspires fear in many, while others hold him up as a symbol of rebellion. Melina Quinn, a college senior studying criminology, is writing her thesis on the L Letters case. Her research takes a dark turn, however, when a friend commits suicide after receiving an email that appears to come from L. At the request of the victim's distraught partner, Melina agrees to use her knowledge of the original case to investigate. As Melina goes deeper and deeper, she discovers that she is not the only one interested in the whereabouts of L, and that the world she has come to accept is not at all what it seems. For when you hear the call from the shadows, you're lost once you answer it. Hi everyone, my name is Ben Wright Human, cartoonist extraordinaire, and welcome to the Kickstarter for The Letters of the Devil 2, The Legacy of L. Back in 2017, I successfully kickstarted my first graphic novel, the whodunit mystery, The Letters of the Devil. I was overwhelmed by the support I received. People seemed genuinely interested in my story about what would happen if deadly secrets were revealed to random strangers. When the book was released, I included a promise at the end that a sequel was in the works. True to my word, I began releasing the prologue, page by page, on Patreon and on my website in December 2019. Now, with the book in its final stages, it is finally time to take the next big step: funding it. The Legacy of L takes the loose threads left at the end of the first book and unwinds some while tangling others. It shows how the events from the L Letters case have caused ongoing ripples with the potential to become tidal waves down the road. Secrets will be revealed, lives will be lost, and reality shall come crashing down around a world unprepared for the truth. Everyone who backs this project at any level will get a credit on my website. Depending on your reward tier, you can acquire a copy of The Legacy of L as a PDF, paperback, or a special edition, which will have a handmade book sleeve and a custom ciphered letter from L. Haven't read the first book? That's okay. I've included rewards that get you both books. For those of you that like original art, I will also be offering a limited number of original 9x12 ink and graphite illustrations in the style of the series. I started working on this sequel over 2.5 years ago. It's been an amazing journey, and I could not be more excited to finally be sharing it with all of you. I look forward to seeing what you all think of the next entry in The Letters of the Devil. Rock on, guys. Never stop drawing.
Hi everybody, my name is Ben Wright Human, cartoonist extraordinaire, and welcome to the first live draw I've done in a while. So I kind of had to take a break from live drawing. Things just got too busy, but I'm excited to finally be coming back to it. Today we will be working on two of the strips from my webcomic, CosPain. Rough start. Okay, cool. First one we have, sensory impairment. The whole idea, someone excited to go to a voice actor panel, been waiting for it for months, but is in a costume where they are unable to see or hear anything. And the second one, all about sharing tables with, for vendors at cons, and how awkward it is trying to set up half a table and not have everything fall over. Pretty straightforward jokes, and here we get to work on it. All right, so it has been an absolute crazy couple of months. I will tell you that right now. The big thing that's happened, and I imagine that's how anyone who finds a stream will know about it, is I have a Kickstarter for a graphic novel that has gone up. And getting it to that point has been my entire life for a little bit, besides, keeping the strip going. Anyone who's thinking about doing a graphic novel, make sure you really want to do it because it is a lot of work. Opacity turn down. Start with the basic body. Let's see. What costume should Rebus be in? This is a character I don't get to use very much. Rebus, the whole joke is you don't know anything about what this character really looks like. You will never see them in anything except full body cosplay. You don't know, like, you have no information about actual appearance. And that's, they actually are a pretty old character. I've had them in the strip since strip number 3 or 4. But I don't get to use them much. What should I do for the mask? It needs to be something big. Let's start with a floppy hat, because floppy hats are fun. Have I done a witch hat for that character? I think I might have. Needs to have full eye coverage. I'm going to make it look like that style goggle, because I know I haven't done that before. I tend to do breathers a lot. So instead of having an actual breather, I will have the tubes and little vents on the side. That should look pretty good. The hat makes no sense with that, but who cares? I'm making up a cosplay on the fly. That's how it works. Give him a cape because everybody loves capes. And sleeves that go all the way there. You know what? It's going to be a little bit of a high cowled cape because I want there to be a reason that it's pretty tricky to move around and get stuff off. Have the cape go down a little bit. So one of the tricky things about this joke is if they have any way of removing the helmet, then the entire problem is solved. Let's give them like a championship style belt. That'll work. And with that, we have a cosplay. Oh, how about feathered hat? There we go. Now it looks special. I will include this character would be in cosplay. So I have a bit of a tricky thing with the character I'm drawing right now on the side. So I haven't actually come up with a name for this character. It's not uncommon for this series for it to be a little while before I have a proper name for anybody, and I very often don't name them in the series. Often giving them nicknames. I refer to the character that is named MP as the sexy cosplayer, right? Or Yoru is the hardcore cosplayer, or Scotty is the casual cosplayer. Like, it took a while to come up with their actual names, but I have archetypes that I tend to refer to them as. So I've been referring to this character by an archetype for a while. And the archetype I've been using is one that I've been informed I can't really use anymore because it's considered inappropriate. What I've been using was the term male crossplayer to refer to this character. And when I started doing cosplay, this was considered an acceptable term, but that has since, that is more recently, it's come to my attention that it's no longer considered an appropriate term. That cosplay, regardless of what gender you're cosplaying, should just be referred to as cosplay. Which means, the big thing this means is, I gotta figure out a proper name for this character because I can't keep referring to them the way I have been. And it's weird because I've been having a killer time trying to figure out what that should be. And a little, color's too much. That'll be enough. I don't want to put that in a lot of characters, but I do end up doing that. And everybody else, just random people in line. You know what? I don't even want them to have obvious eyes. But yeah, I haven't been happy with any of the names that I've come up with for that particular character. I keep coming up with things and throwing it out, and it's going to have to change sooner rather than later because I want to be able to talk about this character. This character shows up a lot. So it's kind of a problem that I can't really say much about them. If you're wondering why I'm doing this so quickly, it's because these characters are extras and don't need to be heavily designed. I'll make this one female. Another one there. And I did all of this in the background pencils, didn't I? Check out a magic trick. Done. I tried to do at least one of these live streams a month for a while. And it's completely my fault that I stopped because I had a couple realizations I came to. One of the big ones being that it was very, very hard to come up with enough material and keep talking while drawing. So a break ended up being in order. Listen to an evening with voice actors, VIP passes only. Not using that font. What's a good font for that? Probably Impact. I use Impact a lot. Where's the little scroll thing? I hate that modern UIs keep making the scroll things tiny. Here we go. I like that. It's very generic. Voice actors. I ended up adding the VIP passes only because I need a reason that the friend can't go in with them. Oh. And with that, that's one page or one panel